Reading is something that I've done almost every day for close to 7 years. And in this video, I want to help you to learn how to read more books. The first point I have is to cut out distractions. I talk a lot about this on my channel, but you want to notice the things that are constantly pulling you away from reading. These are usually very stimulating things like your phone, going out with friends, junk food, entertainment. It's probably a lot of these things that are constantly pulling you away from reading, and you want to cut some of that kind of stuff out. It doesn't mean you never go with your friends ever again, but you just want to actually have time to read and not be distracted from it. So notice the things that are pulling you away from it and cut it out. Set some boundaries with those things. Next is to set up the proper environment. So notice the distractions and then remove them from the environment that you're in. If you're in your bedroom, for example, trying to read, take your phone out of that room, put it in a different room, take the TV out of that room, create some kind of space where reading is the only thing that gets done in that space. Self-education is the only thing that gets done in that space. This is going to help you to focus on it. And the way that you read is through focusing on the book. In order to read, you have to give the book your attention and keep it there, which is pretty difficult for many people to do because there's so many distractions easily available nowadays. Next, I have dedicate time to it every day. Make it a part of your daily routine and take it somewhat seriously, right? You're self-educating here. This is one of the most important things you can actually do for yourself. Don't just treat this as something you do for 5 minutes before you go to bed at night. Actually carve out good chunks of time every single day to reading. This isn't just a casual thing that you're doing. You want to take it somewhat seriously, but you also want to have fun and you don't want to be a hard ass about it. So moving on is carry a book everywhere. Everywhere you go, to the doctor's office, public transit, to work, take it everywhere, because when you have nothing to do, you can just read it. I know, right? Who would have thought? Next is to listen to audiobooks. This is a life hack. You can get through quite a lot of books just by listening to audiobooks. You can listen to them when you're cooking meals, driving to work, driving back home from work, on lunch breaks, going for walks. When you're lying down in bed at night, you can spend like an hour just listening to an audiobook. You have that kind of time. When it comes to audiobooks, there's really no excuse for not listening to them, because all you're really doing is downloading them and hitting play and listening. And you definitely have the time to listen to an audiobook every single day. Don't let your mind come up with some kind of excuse saying that it doesn't. That's not true. You most definitely have the time for this. Next is to form relationships with people who read. Join a book club. Find friends who read as well. You don't want to hang out with people who aren't forming and maintaining positive habits for themselves, because those habits are going to rub off on you. So make sure your relationships are aligned with your life values and goals. Make sure that your relationships are conducive to your ability to read and educate yourself. Next is to check out my free book list. This is really important for getting started. Totally free. You can check it out. Link is in the description. I think I have close to 50 books on there that are really good for people who are just starting and even pretty advanced people as well. It's basically a list of a lot of the highest quality resources that I've ever came across in my 7+ years of reading. Close to 7 years. So that's it for this video. I'm currently doing one-to-one coaching. You can check it out. Book a free call. Link is in the description. Take it easy.